कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत न शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीद सादनम्। ॐ श्री महागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेदान्त विद्यास्थानेभ्य एव च। ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। हरि ओम। नमः श्री शंकरानंद गुरुपादाम्बुजन्मने। सविलास महामोह ग्राहग्रासैककर्मणे। सविलास महामोह ग्राहग्रासैककर्मणे। Narayan, Narayan, Narayan. We were seeing the 6th chapter revision. So if you remember, the topic was the mixing of the Kutastha with the Jiva. Because around 1st to 17th verses where the Sangraha, something was in short. What was in short? Discrimination between Adharavastram and Abhasvastram. And now the same thing is mentioned in detail from 22nd verse to the end of the chapter. So our basic problem is that I don't feel that I have no relation with the body with the doer in me, with the world in me, I feel very involved with everything. I have as if become one with everything. Like in a colorless water, if you put a blue color dye, so that blue color becomes one with the whole water. You cannot separate the water from the blueness as if. And this is a very critical point in Vedanta. Vedanta says that you have unnecessarily involved yourself with this person whom you call I. This person whom you call I is not very true. Why it is not true? It is not true because of many reasons. Like the snake is not true on the rope. Satya nritam mithuni kritya. It is a mixture of truth and false. How come it is a mixture of truth and false? Because if you remember yesterday's discussion, when you say I am man or I am husband, there is a mixture of I-ness and am-ness. I myself am doing. I is reflected consciousness and self is the unchanging kutastha. So there is no possibility of mixing of the real with the false. Because the amness or the kutastha is unchanging. And this I, which is GB plus SB and RC, the consciousness reflected in the GB gross body and the subtle body. I need not repeat it, but I am repeating it just to bring the concepts in the surface of your mind. So therefore, I am repeating it so that you get little acclimatized to the subject. We forget everything. We will get more in tune. Understanding, no? So, if you remember, it was said that when it is said this is a snake. So thisness was of this rope, and another part, snakeness was adhyast vishesh ansh, superimposed a specific portion. And this mixture of thisness and snakeness is not possible. Because thisness was belonging to the root. Any mixture is possible in the same degree of reality. Like the milk in the dream can mix with the water in the milk, or the water has wet my floor. Dream water cannot wet the waking floor. However it may be raining in the dream. Dream may be flooding, but not in iota of your waking cloth will be wet, or waking house or waking yard will be wet because of the flood of the dream. Because dream is pratibhasik satta and waking is vyavaharik satta. And therefore, when you said this is a snake, so snakeness was projection in the mind, and thisness was the vyavaharik satta of the roop. So this mixture was not possible. But this is what Maya in ignorance does. That which is not possible, it makes it perceptible. Possibility is not there, perceptibility is there. This is called illusion. भावना तो है, संभावना नहीं है. There is no way it is possible, but it is experienced. Experienceability without substantiability. This is called the effect of ignorance and Maya. But how come it is seen? It is seen. क्या है? माया का काम ही है. Many things which is not possible, many things you have thought which was not possible. But I felt it may not happen. Sometime I thought it is happening. So that Vivek now, gross body, subtle body and reflected consciousness. This is one gang. Gang. They are gang. Gang is somebody, miscreants are there. Hooligans are there. That is, use the word gang. Somewhere possible in Rishikesh, gang of sadhus were going. Say, don't use the word gang there. Gang is for notorious people. Then what? I say, you say galaxy of sadhus were going. Don't say gang of sadhus were going. Fleet of cars. Everywhere a particular herd of cows. So this gang of gross body, subtle body, ignorance and reflected consciousness, they are localized on the kutastha or the pure consciousness. Now I made a statement, I myself am walking. Here I and walking is in the part of a gang. Walking is a function of the body and I is a function of the reflected consciousness. And the self that has been used was the kutastha. So this mixture of kutastha and the RC and GB is what is called a practical jiva, or what is called the being or a person. What is called as something satya and anrit. Satya nrite mrithuni kritya. This is the imaginary entity which is born, which is mixed of this. I hope you are understanding that. Like, the snake, when I say this is a snake, this sentence is not totally false, neither totally true. It is a partial, the thisness aspect is the truth, and the snakeness aspect was the false, and it is mixed like that. Ultimately, it is a false statement because this is not possibility. So all what we do in our vyavhar, I am thinking, I am walking, I am crying, I am laughing, I am working, I am, studying a lot nowadays, or I am doing some sadhana, or I am feeling very cold, cold is back. I think the morning class time should be shifted, if not cancelled. Cold is back, cold wave is back. Anuj was saying, puja should be from 7 o'clock. The day I came, I said, no, puja will be on the same time. We will have. Why? I am feeling cold. All these statements are null and void in the drishti of a jnani. Because I and the walking or feeling cold is one Gang, and amness is the kutastha portion, which is the reality, that is I. And this amness is same in all the three persons, first person, second person, third person. And also this amness and self-word is used in the inert also. It is in the inert also. This we had seen yesterday. I am just going to revise it, and therefore you have to take your nose from the books and see in also without the notes, how is it practicable in my life? You have to bring that. So after studying in detail, you have to take yourself out, because you get lost in the words, and then we have to do some vihar. We have to move and see how it is helping me. This we had seen. Now I am coming to the next topic. And this topic continued till which verse? 51. Don't forget. This topic, I don't remember. No, I had mentioned that. I did mention that this topic from 34 to 51 is a Adhyas topic. Now the topic is changing. Now what is topic? And all this is a part of Kutas Ji Vivek that is going on. That is same topic. Main topic, subsidiary topics are there in the main topic. Very good. Now let us see what the topic is next. Now it is said here, after this, so sometime when you get sad, so please question the sad entity instead of finding how true is my sadness and how true is my anxiety or how true is my anger or how true is my bereavement. This I itself is a fictitious entity. Try to use it. More you will use the knowledge, more it will become personal. If you don't use this knowledge, then it will be only in the book. It will be the Panchadashi book, which you have to open from time to time. Book should percolate in ourself as vritti. As vritti. Then only you will have more benefit of investing your time. I am not saying there is no benefit even if you don't read, but when you use it, and supposing you are sad and this knowledge took away your sadness, or this knowledge took away your anger, if you can discriminate, it is a cognitive process through which you separate. You separate the kutastha from the jiva while you are living. This way, you will be much more closer to Panchadashi and Panchadashikar. Now let us go ahead. What is said here? 52nd, the discussion is continuing. All this I had seen, each verse I had seen. If you are interested, please go through it. Each and every verse is seen in detail. I am now taking myself away and seeing the spirit of the subject topic rather than each word. What is said here? Tadatmyabhyas evatra, 52nd verse, purvokt avidya krita avidyayam nivrittayam tat karyam vinivartate. This is 52nd verse. I hope you are understanding that. So, tadatmya adhyas, see the word here, tadatmya adhyas. Tadat means identification. The superimposition born not out of identification, that is called tadatmya adhyas. So, he is this is done by avidya. Purvokt. Earlier were avarana and vikshep, these two are the one who had done this kind of mischief. Acha? So one had covered and one had showed something. One had veiled the nature of Kutastha, and other on the veiled portion it projected GB, SB, and consequently both got together, Kutastha and GB, SB, and brought out RC. And RC has become a reality. This is called Tadatmya. So, Tadatmya is mutual identification. All is happening by ignorance only. When this ignorance goes away, tat karyam vinivartate. See, that there is no identification. So three things are there now. So what are the three things? So problem is divided into three or four portions. One was the Mula Vidya, original ignorance. Original ignorance expressed as Avaran Shakti and Vikshep Shakti. So 3 points. And fourth point was mixing up of the real and unreal. So I had given the word P1, P2, P3, P4. P1 is Mula Vidya. P2 is the Avaran Shakti. P3 is the Vikshep Shakti. And P4 is the mixing of the real and unreal. Now, when the avidya is taken care of by vidya, understood? Avidya is because avidya will only go by vidya. Ignorance will not go by work. And ignorance will not go by sleeping also. So, avidyayam, nivrittayam, when this knowledge comes, because darkness will only go by light. If I say 4 plus 4 is 5, it won't go by any action. Somebody to explain it that 4 plus 4 cannot be 5, it is 8 only. So ignorance, because this tadatmya is not any physical tadatmya, it is ignorance-based tadatmya. If something is misunderstood, this misunderstanding will not go automatically. Misunderstanding will go by understanding only. So here, avidyayam nivrittayam. So understood, no? So avaran has, Mula Vidya has two parts. One is avaran, another is vikshep. One covers and one projects something. And third is this tadatmya. Very good, understood. Now when the knowledge comes, how long it will take for the knowledge? How long you are calling? How long it takes for the sunlight to dispel darkness? In a second. Well, it's so simple. Of course. But for me it is taking years. It is like the minutes. It takes hours and days to write 1 minute of the meeting. It takes days to write a minute. उसका नाम minute क्यों रखा रहा? उसका नाम hours रखना चाहिए. Minutes are there. Minutes of the meeting. देखो. So if knowledge is there, it will be very clear. People ask such questions. Swamiji, realization comes slowly, or all of a sudden? Such questions are there. Do you realize this? Slowly, bit by bit. One day then I will fully realize. So it is partially. I said when the torch you throw in the darkness, does the darkness come slow? Torchlight comes slowly, or all of a sudden? Boy, all of a sudden, then only the darkness is dispelled. So knowledge also dispelled. Knowledge, ignorance also is dispelled all of a sudden. अब भाई दो ही पॉसिबिलिटी है, या तो समझो या तो नहीं समझो. Either you understood or have not understood. No, I have understood little. That means you have not understood. Little understanding means you have not understood completely. Then what shall I do? Again listen. Well, but I understand, but I forget. That is another problem. Don't mix this. Don't mix the problem of not understanding and understanding and forgetting. Understanding and forgetting is another problem. Then that is a problem of vasana. Not understanding is problem number one. Understanding not completely is problem number two. And understanding very completely and forgetting is problem number three. So for the first problem, you have to re-listen again. Again you listen. Not understanding completely, then you need some more Shravan and Mananam. You increase the quantity of Shravanam and Mananam. Understanding completely, there is no doubt, but I forget. Then you need Nididhyasana. Then you need lone meditation. You have to reiterate that in your seat of meditation. You have to shake that knowledge. You have to allow that knowledge to go in yourself. So don't, but you have understood very well. And you forget. And you stop listening and you stop meditating. So your problem will be as it is, round and sound. So it won't help you because you are not allowing it to percolate. Like the grams are there. Grams are hard. You allow the water to go into the grams, then it will become softer. So put the mind into the into the teaching. Allow the teaching to percolate your mind. Repeat it in your understanding. You repeat your understanding, not repeat the mantra. Repeat the understanding. Where? In your room you can repeat it. No, so should I sit and repeat, or again walking, talking also I can repeat? See, because you are not good, therefore better you sit at one place and do it. If you are very good in driving, then you can drive in the public. But you are just a learner, so better to drive at a quiet place, because you will hit somebody. So if you are not perfect, and if you start practicing in the general, your mind will go outside. Why this person has come? You are thinking that I am drishta, I am kutastha. And you are having a walk. That I am drishta, I am kutastha, I am a sangha. Then electrician came. He said, hello? Hello? The geyser was not okay. Hey, I am kutastha, get out. All are troubling me only. They don't allow me to meditate also. Now you have slipped now. Because your hidden vasanas are so much, it will catch your attention. Even if he doesn't talk, you will think, where is he going? How the gate was opened? Anyway, I am Kutas. No, Kutas will see later on. But who opened the gate? They are very careless people. They opened the gate and went away. But I am Chaitanya. Ruko yaar, Chaitanya ki baat kar rahe ho. Who opened the gate? Because you have such a strong doer and enjoyer in yourself. Therefore, better go to a secluded place. Therefore, that is called Nididhyasana is required. I hope you are understanding this point. When you have mastered it, you know to drive the car, then doesn't matter. It is in the city you can drive, in the highway you can drive, then that is not an issue. Anywhere I can drive, because I don't forget driving. But when you are a learner, you don't know how to take a U-turn, you don't know how to back the car, you don't know what is a gear and what is accelerator properly, you press something else, then I think better you practice it in the ground. So avidya will go by vidya. Now three things are there. One is avidya, second was vikshep, and third was avaran already is there. Avaran, vikshep, and third a mixing called tadatmya. Mixing of the real and unreal. Now I have a quick quiz. When Vidya will come, out of 3, 2 will go away, 1 will remain. Which 2 will go away? Avaran will go away and Vikshep won't go away. Tadatm will go away. Because Vikshep is SB and GB. Gross body and subtle body. Gross body and subtle body will not go away. They will still remain. Understand this point. Gross body and subtle body will not go away in the light of knowledge. Vikshep will, the identification goes away. The avaran goes away. What is avaran? That I am the kutastha, I am asang, I am once, one, nirvikar, consciousness, eternal. This once I am, yesterday's talk, one, nirvikar, consciousness, eternal, ONC. I am this knowledge will not go away. Now this knowledge, then that avaran has gone. And now I will not be this, I am not body, I am not fat, I am not thin, I am not walking, I am not wife, I am not husband. Now this tadatma also has gone away because I am firm now what I am. Because praman is operated. After prama, brahm has gone. Prama, brahma both cannot be together in the same heart, in the same locus. Earlier Brahma was there, now Brahma is there. Earlier Brahma was there, that I am a human being. I am a pathetic person. My fate is not good. I am not that lucky. Although my name is Lucky. Some people's name are Lucky. Lucky is also a name. Now this identification that I am fat or I am, this will go away. Tadatma has gone and avaran has gone. But vikshep has not gone. Well, how long vikshep will be there? As long as prarabdha is there. And this is mentioned in. And now this person whose tadatma has gone and whose avaran has gone, but vikshep remain is called jnani or jivanmukta. He is not living as the body. He is expressing as the body. But he is not the one who is embodied as I am this body. His knowledge is not that I am this body. This point, I hope, this point is clear to you. So he'll carry his body as you carry your shadow. Shadow is with you, but if somebody tramps on the shadow, you never feel he has tramped on me. And somebody puts mala on the shadow, you never feel honored. And somebody hits the shadow, you never feel I am being hit. So whatever happens to gross body and subtle body, it doesn't happen to him. This is one conclusion. Now the Purpaksh comes, the student comes with a question. He said, Gurudev, please tell me, I have a question. Yes, what is your question? He said, I have a serious objection. I can't accept your point. Well, why you can't accept? You said when cause is destroyed, effect also is destroyed. Karana nashe karinasha. This is in 54th verse. I am not going into the words because I have taken it. So, if the ignorance is gone. So the cause of ignorance, you said the cause of ignorance was, the effect of ignorance called the avaran or the vikshepa or tadatma, all three were the effect of ignorance. So you said out of three, two has gone. I am saying all three should go away. Sure. Yes. Oh, yes. Upadana, and especially who is saying this? Nayayik. Nyaya are saying. Upadane vinashte api kshane karyam pratikshate. So, answer is given. Only you are saying this. Crow is calling the kettle darker. You should not say like that. Only why I should not say like that? Because you only say that there is a moment when the cause is destroyed and effect is destroyed. There is a moment between the two. By destruction of the cause, immediately effect is not destroyed. There is a moment between the two event, and after that only the effect is destroyed. I'll give you an example, very gross example. Like, because of the root is the cause and the tree is the effect. And somebody destroyed the cause, called the root. So tree will not immediately fall off. It will take some time to fall off. There will be some moment before the tree starts wilting away. Not that immediately the tree has fallen off. Or supposing very rich person is there and he has a good house, he has a very palatial house which wants an investment of few lakhs every month. And all of a sudden he became bankrupt. This rich person, and all his property has been taken away by the bank and the government. Immediately it will not go off in 1 second. Bank will give him some time. That, okay, 1 month I am giving you shift. 2 months I am giving you shift. So by destruction of the cause, immediately there is a moment the effect won't go away immediately. Are you getting mine? And therefore, this is what Nyaya says. Abhedananda Swami has taken this point of Nyaya. Only that moment is jivanmukta moment. that Avidya is destroyed. But the effect of Avidya, called the subtle body and gross body, will not be. In fact, there is no moment is required for that. And even, let's give another, because examples are lesser now. Supposing this cloth is there. Cloth is made out of thread. And supposing some thread has worn out. Sometimes if the cloth is very old, so slowly threads start wearing out and almost destroyed. And you started putting on that cloth. Immediately the whole cloth won't fall off. There will be some small time in which the cloth will remain for some moments. I hope you're understanding that. Now the student and Nyaya said, "Well, my dear Gurudev, I can understand a moment between the thread wearing out and the cloth tearing totally. But your body is there is still for many years." Jnani's body is still living for 40, 50, 60 years. We only called it will be for a moment. But he is round, kicking. This expression is used. Supposing somebody is 90 So there was one Swamiji, his student came. So I said, how is Swamiji there? He must be quite old. He's still there. And the student says, Hari, he's still kicking. हमने कहा ऐसी बात तो नहीं बोलना चाहिए, सब लैंग्वेज कहाँ से आप बोले. You could have said he's still alive or he's still there. You can say nice words, he's still, God's grace is still, he's guiding us. You could have used a better word, kicking. Kicking is not a good word. Anyway, he told like that. So क्या करें हम? So he is saying this jivanmukta, what you call. I am agreeing to one moment. If the root is taken away, by tree will be there for 1 day, 2 days. After that, automatically leaves will start wilting off. You can make it out that this tree is dying. Within 1 day, you can make it out. And after a few days, 3-4 days, it will all go pale and it will die off. But here, this jnani is hale and hearty. He has students also, he has ashrams also, he is walking, talking also. He is evergreen. So how do I agree to this point? So to the answer Vidyananda gave, he said, see, tell me, that trees, how long was that root? What is the age of the root? Well, the root was only 3-4 years. And therefore in 2-3 days it start wilting off. Root may be 20 years. Only this ignorance age is of kalpas. देखो कैसे इन लोग बात करते हैं. ब्रह्मस्य असंख्य कल्पस्य. It has been going through lakhs and crores of kalpas. In that one moment is 30-40 years is only one moment. It is not a fresh ignorance that yesterday only 1 year old ignorance is there or 2 year old ignorance is there. This ignorance is anadi and many times it has been for thousands and millions of births he has gone through. Therefore yesterday I was talking, therefore teachers have lot of compassion. If you remember one day, yesterday I was talking. Therefore they are not frustrated. Why? Because pata hai, bichara, he has come after hundreds and millions of words. Somewhere he was a snake, somewhere he was a scorpion. From his speech he stinks, so it appears he has some scorpion also. Or somewhere he is buffalo, he keeps on sleeping, you know. Somewhere he was saintly also. Somewhere he became Devata for a few days. Therefore he has some divinity also. So quite a mixed case has come from all around. Somewhere he was a woman, somewhere he was a man, somewhere he was this, that. चलो भाई आया है, कहीं आया है ये तो, he will take time. अच्छा, he will take time. Yes, he will take time. Don't worry about it. So what is written 55th slok? Brahmasya asankhya kalpasya yogyah kshana iheshyatam. So in comparison to the hundreds of births and years, this 30-40 years is only a kshana only. It's like 1 second for him. So for the tree you are comparing or from any other thing, so for you should have a proper comparison. I hope this point is clear to you. But now Vidyananda Swami takes a U-turn. He takes a U-turn all of a sudden. He said, you are talking foolish. This is the style of Vidyananda Swami. You don't feel bad. Only why? He has gone little. Argument is now offensive and not defensive. So what is the offensive argument he has raised? Bina shodha kshamam manam Tair vratha parikalpyate. Dekho, your capacity should be quite a bit to understand these things. Your diet should be lot to listen to Vedanta, and especially Vidya and Swamis. Otherwise you will get tired. Not tired. It's very interesting. You cannot say I'm tired. Morning is morning only. Whole day what will you do? So Shruti Yukti Anubhutibhya Vadatam Kinnu Dushakam. Well, you are speaking nonsense. I am speaking, anything I speak is nonsense only. Well, not anything, but right now you are not speaking right. Well, why I am not speaking right? I am telling you I am not speaking right. There is something called Upadan Karan, and there is something called Nimitta Karan. Yes, I understand, I know that. So, the Nyayik use the word Samvayi Karan. Upadan Karan means like the mud is the Upadan Karan of the pot, and the potter is the Nimitta Karan of the pot. Material cause, inefficient cause. Well, yes. So tell me, if the Upadan Karan is destroyed, at that time, the effect also will be destroyed at very time. So what kshanam you are calling, that doesn't hold good. ध्यान देकर सुना क्या बात हो रही है? If the Upadan Karan is destroyed, the effect will be immediately destroyed. But if the Nimitta Karan is destroyed, effect is not destroyed. If potter is dying, the pot won't die away. But if the mud is destroyed, then the pot will be destroyed. And therefore, if I say that Upadan Karan you are calling off, so immediately the pot will be destroyed. Well, yes. Right? So then you can say that the cause is destroyed, therefore effect is destroyed. First thing, this one kshanam concept will not hold good, because immediately it will be destroyed. In the case of seed, the seed was the Nimitta Karan, and therefore the tree had some existence for some time. The Upadan Karan of the tree is the 5 element, but the Nimitta Karan of the tree is the seed. Nimitta Karan is the one which gives the shape. Upadan Karan is the one which is material. Well, but in both the case, I am not interested in this logic at all. Well, but why you are not interested? I am not interested in that logic because in my case and your case is totally different. First is yours illogical. One shan is also not there. If you think Upadan Karan is destroyed. But my case and your case, the examples are not okay. But why? Wait, let me talk, let me complete my words. You don't in between us. So, because if from the real cause, imaginary effect comes, if the effect is imaginary, and because of ignorance, effect is imaginary, even if the effect, if the cause goes away, the imaginary effect will remain. Can remain, there is no compulsion, it won't remain. Well, again, can you say with the examples? Of course, why not? We'll show with examples also. A lot of examples are there, I will show that. I'm repeating it. Ignorance has projected certain things. If ignorance is projected, that means consciousness or knowledge will be there to support the ignorance. If by ignorance something is projected, then it is nothing but the knowledge alone is expressing as whatever is there. And if that ignorance is taken away, the effect will go away. That is not a rule. The effect may be there. That effect may be there. Acha? Yes. Oh, it can be there. Of course it can be there. There is no fight about this point. Can you give me example? I am giving example. I am giving you example. Don't worry about it. I am giving you example. What is the example? See, the magician is showing the magic. And you know that this is a false, still he can show it. Still he can depict that this is a magic in me. You know that it is a false. You've discovered that it is a false, it can continue that. Just because you have known it is a false thing, that doesn't mean it won't appear. And in our case, are you getting my point? It is not necessary that it has to go away. Sometimes you may be dreaming, and you know that dream is there. You are about to wake up, and there's a moment where you know that there is a dream. I'm not talking of total dream. I'm not talking of total waking state also. There is a split moment where you know it is a dream, but still dream continues. Before dream is over. Dream is not over all of a sudden. Nobody is waking you up. And you know this is a dream. And that will last only for 1 minute or so. You are in the morning hours are there. And you are dreaming that I have gone to India with Swamiji. Sira is thinking. So let me find out where to go. So supposing you have thought I have gone to India. And there also classes are going on. So, and you are not aware that now time is over, I have to go to the temple, it is already 5:30 or 5:15. And although dream is over, you saw the time, and again you lied down, but that dream still continued, and you are knowing this is a dream, but still it continued, because it is not coming to a halt, a screeching halt it has not come. It still goes off, it fades off slowly, rather than it goes abruptly. So sometimes dream ends abruptly, and sometimes it slowly tapers up. We are talking of that where ignorance has gone, but Maya has remained. Ignorance has gone, but Maya has remained. And this is the state of jivanmukta. Okay. क्या बढ़िया है तो भाई. Well, how do you say? See the second line of 56 shloka. Shruti yukti anubhutibhya vadatam kinnu dushakam. Shruti says, Chandogya Shruti is there, Tasya tavadev chiram yavanna vimokshate asya sampatsya. Jnani will continue to live as long as prarabdha based body is there. This is Shruti saying. Like, the potter is having a wheel, is doing like this. So after he takes away the movement, still for some time that wheel rotates. So this is Shruti. Yukti. What is Yukti here? Yukti means supporting logic. So by the sharir, by the prarabdha, Jnanam was there. Dhyan dekho sunna. This is a unique logic. Because his prarabdha was there, by the body helped in getting that knowledge. If body was not there, you won't sit only. If body is not there, you won't understand. So body helped in getting that knowledge. Now they say, after getting a knowledge is grateful to the body. And knowledge says, okay, you also can be there. So that is yukti is there. It is for some time. So there is no virodh is jnana and sanchit karma are virodhi. Jnana and agami karma are virodhi. Jnana and prarabdha are not virodhi. Yukti and anubhuti. Anubhuti is lot of jnanis are there. Who will write the bhashya? If jnana, if having the knowledge would take away the gross body, subtle body, then we will not have Raman Maharshi, we will not have Shankaracharya Bhagwan. And nobody will like to be jnani. Bole, I will die. Therefore, I will suspend it. I am postponing it. Let us do some work. So, Shruti Yukti Anubhuti Bhya Vadatam Kim No Dushakam. Tell me what is not right in what I am saying. And therefore, what you said, don't forget the main topic. Main topic was that Vidya has taken Avidya. When Avidya has gone, then Avaran has gone, Tadatma identification has gone, but Vikshep remains. And he had a question on this point, and this question was answered in this manner. Okay, I have understood now. I have understood. Now, this is this topic of prarabdha and all these things open. Now, Vidyaranya Swami says, enough of this discussion with this illogical Nayayik. Swa ahamoho siddham ekatvam kutastha parinaminoho. The oneness or the identification with the Jeev and Kutastha has been proved. That how they are falsely identified. And we had seen how they are different, and we were removing that identification in a cognitive manner, in understanding manner. Okay, understood that. And then what he says, those who think they are wise, they keep on getting deluded. Anadritya shrutim morkhyat. Because of their foolishness. Morkhyat means murkhta se. See, 58 shlok. He very fluently uses these words. So, anadritya, disrespecting the shruti. Because they use their own logic without going to the scripture. And because prarabdha is the area of apaurush praman. Prarabdha is not known by logic. Prarabdha is known by apaurush praman because karma is known by apaurush praman. Well, he is suffering a lot. Ab you cannot make it out why he is suffering. He is very good person, but I don't know why he is suffering. Why God gave him this disease? He is so good person. He has never done harm to anybody. The problem is you are using logic to understand that. And karma is the area of shruti which is apaurush. It is beyond the senses. You cannot find out which birth what he has done. So don't equate in that life only. Ramkrishna Paramahansa had cancer. Ramana Maharshi had cancer. Who can be holier than them? Who can be more saintly than them? Their whole life is full of saintliness and best life is there. I mean, they are like the sun. How can they do anything wrong and that too? So you can infer many births are there. Some birth, some action must have fructified in this manner. It can be 100 birth, last birth. And therefore, when I talk of prarabdha, don't bring logic. Prarabdha continues. That means there must be a paurush connection. A paurush praman is there. And not paurush praman. A paurusheya praman is there. I hope you're understanding. So something which is area of shruti, don't bring logic into it. Because you cannot find out. Because logic is only with the finite where perceptions are working. Well, show me Atma. I will believe if seeing is believing. No. Atma cannot be seen by the eyes. Mind cannot be seen by the eyes. Sanskar cannot be seen by the eyes. If doctor operates, only nikal diya sanskar iska. All vasana has been taken out. He is not nirvasan. These are there, but they are atindri vishay. Our karma, hundreds and thousands of karmas are there, sanchit karmas. We cannot see by our eyes, and they are ruling us. They are ruling us, but we cannot know. But which karmas are there? हमारे ही कर्म हमको नहीं पता है. We don't know our own phal. And therefore, Vidyananda says, this is Shruti area. You better don't interfere in that because you cannot know it. So some prarabdha is remaining. So you are disrespecting the Shruti. Now from 59th verse onwards, he is taking one by one all schools of philosophies and telling them where is your mistake. When I say schools of philosophies, it means our own notion at different time. Like Charvak. Charvak says, I am the body. This is what we also say. But they say they are very right. They quote scriptures. No. They quote that portion. They pick up that portion that suits them. Like they pick up Swamiji's words. They pick up that portion of my words which suits them. Not what was said in what reference. Swamiji said that you can sleep late. This was said to the one who was ill. And now you are using it at a wrong portion. Swamiji said that if you cannot sleep in the night, please sleep till late. You may skip the temple. This was said in a condition when a person was ill. And it is for him and not for everybody, for your information. So you are picking and plucking something which suits you. So they also pluck something from the Vedas or Upanishad which suits them. It is written here, Purva apar parama paramarsha vikalaha. Oh, time is over. So we will see it tomorrow. We will start from, I will give you a glance of how body is not me, how sense organ, how mind, how Igyan, and then we will enter into our portion. Om, 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 Hari Om, Hari Om. Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Hari Om.